All right, we got a banger. We have a banger video. Well, actually, you guys probably already know. I was going to do like a little surprise, but I mean, you guys already see the title, anyways. But this is like, dude, this is like my fifth whiteboard video or fifth whiteboard that I bought. Now I need to get a smaller one. All right, I used to complain about it being too small, and now I need something that's more small. So I never made a video like this before with me standing up, but I said why not, or with me like holding it while I'm sitting down. So these are the lessons. You gotta be able to see my face. All right, these are the lessons that I learned walking with God. Ooh, and I know some of these lessons, guys, will really help you. Now I did this literally in 3 minutes, so I may make a part 2 to this. Okay. Lessons that I learned walking with God, man, and lessons that you'll probably learn too, or if you probably, some of you guys probably already know this, right? Number one, right, which hand is it? Okay, it's this hand. All right, number one is not everybody is your brother or your sister or your friend. Just because someone daps you up, someone shows you love, someone is giving, someone is supportive, things of that sort. You hang out with them a lot and stuff like that. That doesn't automatically make them your friend or your brother or your sister. There's even a Bible verse where it talks about before you get a friend, you have to prove him first, which means put him into the test. Okay, do some things to see if that's really your friend. Like let's say, for instance, right? Let's say y'all go out to eat, right? And let's say the first time you guys go out to eat, you pay for the bill, right? The second time you pay for it, and the third time he's not offering you to, or he's not offering to pay. And that you just gotta detect the signs, guys. And a lot of people who turn against me, or a lot like the snakes, or like the people who are just no longer in my life that was once a friend. Now I wouldn't say all of them, but most of them, is that I always saw the signs before. Like I always saw, which I'm gonna talk about with number 3. I always saw the signs, you know, and you can't ignore the signs. It's like I always tell you guys, when you ignore the signs, when God's trying to show you something, I'm putting my face up like this so the mic could hear me. But when you're ignoring those signs, dude, I'm telling you, you're gonna be judged, man. The Most High is gonna judge you. Now, depending on the matter or situation, it all depends. All that. Okay, so yeah, guys, don't be so quick. This is what God showed me, man, a couple months ago. Don't be so quick to call someone a brother or your sister. Okay. Now the Bible does say that those who keep God's commandments, that's your family. You know, that's your mother, sister, brother, and stuff like that, right? But you just don't want to be so quick, guys. Like nowadays, dude, like I gotta be able to know a person. I'm not just talking about through the internet. I gotta know you in real life before I call someone a brother. I gotta know you in real life. We gotta hang out multiple times. We gotta go because all friendships, especially like the brotherhood stuff, right? They all get tested to the fire. Like even me and Darius, he's probably been well, no, I have friends I no longer him, but a lot of my friends, bro, that I've been friends with for 5 years plus, like our friendship got put to the fire. It got tested, and that's what friendship has to come. No friendship is all going to be about. It's just like a relationship. Y'all see on social media, right, where you see like boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, and they're only showing you the good life, but they're not showing the times where they're arguing, where they're mad at each other, which happens every marriage. Don't believe social media, guys. Every marriage has that, but they don't show you that part. That's the reason why I don't on social media. I don't really be showing my wife like that, because if I show you the good side, I would have to show you the bad side too. I have to show you when we arguing, when we're mad at each other, stuff like that. So you gotta be realistic. Social media is so fake. Anyways, that's number 1. Number 2. I can just go back. This is way easier. Here, hold up. Why didn't I just do this before? I'm so. Oh. All right. So number 2 is. There you go. You will make mistakes. Okay, you will make mistakes. Okay, you're human. We all know that, right? But it's important to always recognize and correct them, and acknowledge them, and stay humble. So we all know when we make mistakes, right? But a lot of people get too prideful. They become, haughty, and they can do no wrong. Just like recently in a situation, I was wrong. I handled the situation totally wrong. And I should have handled it way better. And I learned from this. And now if the situation were to happen again, dude, I would know how to handle it. Now it would never happen again because, dude, I know better now. I know better. But you have to humble yourself and know when you handle the situation wrong. Because if you if you're calling yourself a chosen one, right, or a man of God or a woman of God, you got to be. That's a high responsibility. So people are gonna think highly, are gonna look highly into you. They're gonna expect you to handle certain things, certain situations, certain matters different from the majority of people. So when you fold or when you make a mistake or when you do wrong, you're gonna be held to a higher standard, and gonna be judged accordingly to higher than those who don't know. Okay, so you gotta acknowledge when you make a mistake, correct it, understand it, and so when it happens again, when the situation or the incident or whatever the case may be happens again, it won't. You learn from it. This is always part of. You don't want to make excuses too. Like I could easily say, "Oh, I'm young. It's the first time this happened to me," but at the same time, like we know better. Especially. Well, I wouldn't say you always know better. For most cases, you know better though. But for the most part, you know better, right? So yeah, just you gotta acknowledge them. You gotta correct them. Like if you did someone wrong, you gotta let that person know, "Hey, I did you wrong. My bad." If that person doesn't forgive you, because forgiveness is not easy. So I understand when people don't want to forgive you. I can understand that. But we're called to forgive, and one thing I learned about when you forgive is for actually your own better good. You don't want to be holding a grudge in your heart. That's gonna stunt your growth. Okay, and I want to make sure it shows the whole thing. There you go. All right, so yeah, stay humble pretty much, right? If you stay humble, you're gonna know when you're right or wrong, like or right here. You're gonna know. Okay. Number 3, this is very important. Okay, avoid those who bear no fruit. Now, you got to be cautious too, because there are people who come your way in the beginning stages and they are bearing fruit, but they get led astray through many reasons. It could be through a relationship they're in. They're in a relationship with a Jezebel, a woman who's just nagging and controlling them. It could be maybe the clout has gotten to their head. They may be getting a new job promotion, a manager position, or if they're like a content creator, they're getting more subscribers, more views, and stuff like that, right? Or money, the love of money. The love of money is the root of all evil. Now it says the love of money is the root of all evil. Money itself is not evil, but the love of it. When people are trying to get it back quick, and they're gonna do evil things, and they're gonna depart from the Most High. Okay, so you want to avoid those who bear no fruit. And remember, like I said, guys, people in the beginning could bear fruit, but their heart could get led astray. So you got to catch on to this stuff. Guys, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you got to catch on to this stuff. So remember this too. This is one thing that I just learned recently, literally a couple weeks ago. When someone is getting judged by the Most High, right, and you're friends with them or you're just around them, you're associated with them, dude, God's going to judge you too, bro. This is why I tell you guys about so-called black people who are cursed. Majority of them, they're cursed. You being around them, you don't think you're not going to reap the judgment that they're going through, that the Most High is putting them through too? Dude, I'm telling you, man. This is why I tell people all the time, it's really just best to be alone, man. Now, when I say alone, I'm not talking about alone. Like you just no wife, no kids, or no friends. No, I'm just talking about like you just do your own thing, stay in your own lane. Not saying that you can't have friends, you can't talk to people, and obviously that you can't get in a relationship, a wife, husband, whatever, right? But you just really just want to just like, don't be in the scene, don't be wanting to be seen places, and I don't know how to really describe it, but all I can say is you don't want to have all these friends, and I don't know, man. I for me personally, it never ended well, even when it was something that was for the greater good, things that were supposed to be linked towards God, it wasn't. So the people who start with you are not going to be the ones to finish with you. Okay, finish the race. It's just, that's the case, man. And not to say that those people are not going to receive salvation, or those people who are not going to, be blessed too. It's just that when God is trying to remove someone from your life, you just got to let him go, man. Got to let him go. And, don't try to be a captain, save a, okay? So, next one is go out of your way. Hold up. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna do this again, guys. I'm sorry. If I get a small one, I'll do it again. Okay. Go out. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll just like this. Go out of your way to help people in need, homeless. Okay, man. I'm telling you guys, every time I do this, when I say go out of my way, right? Like, let's say, for instance, like when I'm going to my office, and my office is in downtown, and downtown has a lot of homeless people, right? And there's a bank, but the bank I just recently, or actually it's been like this for a couple years now. I don't know why I said recently, but used to be able to get an ATM. It was at Chase, but since it's downtown, a lot of homeless people, a lot of crime, stuff like that. So they just completely took off the ATM machine. So I would drive 10 minutes away just to get money out of my account, and to help people in need. I'm not saying this because I know how some people are. Oh, you're just trying to boast money. No, I'm just saying I'm literally showing you guys going out of your way. If I see a group, an army of homeless people, and I know that I could, put a smile to their face or make their day better. Maybe you never know what people are going through, And this happened to me when I was, dude, I remember, but now I was reaping judgment when I was like homeless for like a day or two. It wasn't long. I was reaping judgment. Some guy randomly came up to me and gave me $10. I asked that, And dude, I remember like, it made me like, man, it made me feel good. Like it made me think about like, wow, God is really there, So you just never know. And every time you help a homeless person too, you should share the word with them, Say simple things like, God bless you, stuff like that, right? Because just so God's using you as an instrument. God's using you to help them, Now it's up to them because, you could only help so much. People got to be willing to help themselves, But yeah, go out of your way, guys, to help homeless people, okay? To help the people in need. And then there's many things you could go out of your way with, right? You could instead of giving them money if you want. Some people don't like giving homeless people money. It is what it is. Personally, me, whatever they choose to do with the money, then that's on them. That's how I see it. But some people, will go to like the mall or something like that, buy clothes and buy shoes, or maybe go to the store and get food for them and stuff like that. You're going out of your way. I'm telling you guys, blessings on blessings, bro. Whatever you put, this is a spiritual law. Whatever you put into the world, whether it be good or evil, it comes back to you 10 times. So always try to do good. That's why I said, guys, if you're doing evil, if you're making mistakes, it doesn't always have to be evil. You want to acknowledge them, okay? Because in life you reap what you sow, right? So number 5 is, in times of winning and blessings, thank God, because losses and losing seasons will come. Okay, my writing, guys, is trash. It is complete trash. All right. And anyways, so the reason why I say this is because I notice a lot of people who are winning or blessed, they tend to forget God when their wealth is increasing, when they get like a new car, or like, I don't know, a new house or something like that, right? They're not praising or thanking God. They just kind of like, they kind of forget. And it's true, money does corrupt. When people start getting a little bit stuff, they kind of forget about who's giving it to them, who's the one that's blessing them. So in winning times, thank God, because when you're losing, right, if you're in your winning season, right, and you forget about God, when the losing season comes, like, you can't just be a user. You can't just be a user. I'm just going to go to God, right, when I need something. I mean, I hate people like that, man. I hate people when they use me. So think about it when it comes to God. I'm sure he gets mad too when people just come to him when they need him. They don't want him ever, but when they're on the deathbed, I shouldn't have said that word, but when they're on their bed, when they're on, things of that sort, then they want him. Like, personally, for me, if that was me, I'm not gonna say if I was God, but like, I just want to be. I put it in short. I wouldn't want to be used, man. Like that. I would not want to be used. So that's just how I see it. When you're winning, thank God. When you're losing, thank God, man, because there's a day of prosperity and then there's a day of adversity. So just consider that God has created both. And when I'm winning, when I'm prospering, always thinking about God. And when I'm losing, because no matter what you are in life, guys, Bill Gates, the richest person, guys, they all go through. There's no one's exempt for trials and tribulations in life, no matter how much money you got, okay? There's some things that we can't control. We can't control our mom, our dad perishing. We can't control maybe like a health issues coming. I mean, we could try to prevent it from happening, but truth be told, you can't fully control that, especially with age. So you guys see what I'm saying. So yeah, that's it for this video. Now, I might make a part 2. And I'm going to be changing my name, guys. It's MarcTheMessenger podcast. Since I'm not doing podcasts no more, I don't know what I'm going to do. Change my name to. But yeah, I may make a part 2 to this. I literally did this in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So anyways, I'm out. God bless you all. Peace. Share, like, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm out.